Have you ever noticed your dog acting differently on days that you're stressed or overwhelmed? Maybe they're more reactive on walks, or they just can't settle down at home. Most dog owners don't realize this, but your dog is constantly reading you. Your body language, your tone of voice, even tiny changes in your breathing. Today, I'm going to share why your state of mind directly affects your dog's behavior, and explain what research says about how your emotions shape theirs. Dogs evolved alongside humans for thousands of years. One reason they're such amazing companions is that they're wired to notice even the smallest cues from us. For example, Dr. Miho Nagasawa, an expert in animal behavior, published a 2009 study titled "Dogs Can Discriminate Human Smiles" in the journal Animal Cognition. She showed that dogs can tell the difference between a smiling face and a neutral one. Dogs were more relaxed and friendly when people smiled, compared to when their faces stayed blank. It goes even further. Dogs can actually smell when we're stressed or afraid. Dr. Bruno D'Aniello, a behavioral biologist, led research published in 2018 called "Emotional Chemosignals: Dogs' Sensitivity to Human Stress Chemicals." This study demonstrated that when humans feel anxiety or fear, our body releases specific chemicals in sweat. Dogs detect these chemical changes and often react emotionally themselves. They also listen closely to our voices. Dr. Nuno Albuquerque, a researcher specializing in animal cognition, published work in 2016 titled "Integration of Vocal and Facial Emotional Cues in Dogs," showing that dogs don't just hear the words we say, they combine the tone of our voice with our facial expressions to figure out what we're feeling. And when something unexpected happens, like a loud noise or a stranger approaching, your dog looks at you to decide whether it's safe. Dr. Irene Merola, who studies animal cognition, called this behavior social referencing in her 2012 study, "Dogs Use Owners' Emotional Cues to Guide Behavior." She found that dogs glance at their owners' reactions before deciding whether to approach or avoid something. So even if you think you're hiding your stress or uncertainty, your dog already knows because they're constantly reading your face, your voice, your smell, and your body language at all the same time. Picture yourself on a walk. You see another dog coming, and without realizing it, you tighten your grip on the leash, your shoulders stiffen, and your breathing speeds up. Dogs can feel this tension immediately. Dr. Adam Pongrax, a behavioral scientist, published a 2019 study titled "Owner's Stress and Its Effect on Leash Reactivity in Dogs," showing that when handlers are tense or stressed, their dogs become more reactive on the leash and show anxiety signs. So your nervous energy can cause your dog to bark or lunge, even if you didn't mean it. You're teaching a command and repeating it over and over. Your voice gets sharper as you get frustrated. Dr. Katrina Hibby, an animal behaviorist, published a 2004 study called "The Effects of Owners' Emotional Tone on Dogs' Training Success," demonstrating that dogs whose owners use harsh or frustrated tones are more likely to disengage or avoid eye contact during training. This means your frustration can make your dog shut down or stop paying attention. When there's arguing or chaos at home, your dog doesn't understand it's just a bad day. They only sense your energy is tense or unpredictable. Dr. Michelle McMillan, a veterinary behaviorist, showed in her 2011 study, "Environmental Stress and Anxiety in Domestic Dogs," that dogs living in stressful households display more anxiety and behavioral problems. Over time, this can seriously affect your dog's emotional health because they rely on you to know when it's safe. The good news is you can shift this dynamic. Research supports a few simple steps to help both you feel calmer and more connected. Before you do anything with your dog, like training or going for a walk, pause and notice your state of mind. Are your shoulders tight? Is your breathing shallow? Dr. Anna Kiss led a 2015 study called "Effects of Handlers' Emotional State on Dog Behavior," and found dogs react even to small changes in their handler's body tension, which can trigger reactivity if we're not aware of it. If you catch yourself feeling tense, take a few slow breaths. Shake out your shoulders and let your body relax. Dr. Lisa Gunter's 2016 research, Stress Reduction in Dogs Through Handlers' Relaxation, showed that when handlers calm themselves first, dogs' heart rates often drop as well. One key study by Dr. Kay Handlin and colleagues in 2011, titled Effects of Human-Dog Interaction on Heart Rate, Variability, and Salivatory Cortisol Levels in Dogs and Their Owners, measured how petting and calm handling reduces stress hormones and lowers heart rates for both dogs and their owners at the same time. Dogs thrive on consistent, predictable cues. Dr. Clive Wynn's 2000 study, The Role of Routine in Canine Behavior, proved that routines and steady signals help dogs feel safe and reduce anxiety. So try to use the same words and the same tone of voice each time you give a command. Before walks or training, create a short, calming ritual. You might sit quietly with your dog for a minute and just breathe together. This isn't just feel-good advice. Dr. Aubrey Fine's 2014 work, Calming Effects of Human-Animal Interaction, showed that predictable, calming routines help lower arousal and improve focus. Remember, your dog is always watching you to decide how to feel. When you focus on staying calm, consistent, and aware of your own energy, your dog will reflect that back to you. If you found this helpful, please consider subscribing and check out my other videos about building trust and clarity with your dog. And I'd love to hear in the comments, have you noticed your dog mirroring your emotions? Thanks for watching.